Here's something that'll blow your mind. You spent 12 years in school learning about the Pythagorean theorem, but nobody ever taught you why your paycheck disappears 3 days after payday. You memorized every element on the periodic table, but you have no idea why you're still broke at 30. And here's the kicker. This isn't an accident. The school system was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to make you a worker. Today, I'm exposing the 5 money mistakes that schools deliberately avoid teaching you, and more importantly, how fixing them can change your entire financial future. Stick around because mistake number 3 is costing you thousands every single year, and you don't even realize it. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Forget Finance, where lost money lessons come back to life. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we're on a mission to give you the financial education you should have gotten in school but didn't. Let's get straight into it. Mistake number 1. Trading time for money is the only way. The biggest lie school ever told you? Get good grades, get a good job, and you'll be financially secure. But here's what they never mentioned: a job is just trading your time for money. And time is the one thing you can never get back. Think about it. School trains you to show up on time, follow instructions, and work within someone else's system. Sound familiar? That's literally job training. And don't get me wrong, jobs aren't bad. But if a job is your only source of income, you're building someone else's dream, not yours. Here's the truth they don't teach. Wealthy people don't trade time for money. They build systems, invest in assets, and create multiple income streams. While you're getting paid once for your 40 hours, they're getting paid repeatedly for work they did once or work they never even did themselves. Start thinking like an owner, not just an employee. This doesn't mean you need to quit your job tomorrow. It means you need to start building something on the side, a side hustle, a digital product, investments, or a skill that can generate income without you being present. The goal is to make money work for you, not just work for money. Ask yourself, am I building equity in my life, or am I just building someone else's company? Mistake number 2. Debt is always bad. School taught you that debt is the enemy. Student loans, credit cards, mortgages, they're all portrayed as financial death traps. And to be fair, bad debt is dangerous. But here's what they conveniently left out: rich people use debt to get richer. There are 2 types of debt. Bad debt takes money out of your pocket every month, like credit card debt on clothes you didn't need or a car loan on a vehicle that's losing value. Good debt, on the other hand, puts money into your pocket. Think rental properties, business loans that generate revenue, or investments that appreciate over time. The wealthy understand leverage. They borrow money at low interest rates to invest in assets that return higher rates. Meanwhile, most people are scared of all debt because school only showed them the horror stories. Learn to distinguish between debt that builds wealth and debt that destroys it. Before taking on debt, ask, will this make me money or will this cost me money? If you're borrowing to buy something that appreciates or generates cash flow, that's strategic. If you're borrowing to fund a lifestyle you can't afford, that's a trap. And here's a bonus tip. Your credit score is a financial tool. Schools don't teach you how to build it, manage it, or use it strategically. Educate yourself on how credit works. It's one of the most powerful tools in your financial toolkit. Mistake number 3. Saving money makes you rich. This one's painful. You've been told your whole life, save your money, put it in a savings account, and you'll be fine. But here's the brutal truth: saving money in a bank account is making you poorer. With inflation averaging 3 to 4% per year and savings accounts paying less than 1% interest, your money is literally losing value while it sits there. That $10,000 you saved last year? It has the buying power of about $9,600 today. You're going backward. School pushes saving because it's safe and easy to understand. But wealthy people don't just save, they invest. They put their money into assets that grow faster than inflation: stocks, real estate, businesses, index funds. Their money works while they sleep. Saving is important for emergencies. Aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account. But everything beyond that should be invested, not saved. If you're not investing, you're volunteering to be poor. Start small if you need to. Open a brokerage account, invest in low-cost index funds, learn about dividend stocks, or explore real estate crowdfunding. The point is to get your money out of the savings account and into something that actually grows. Remember, inflation is a thief, and your savings account is an open door. Mistake number 4, ignoring taxes. Pop quiz. What's the biggest expense of your entire life? Not your house, not your car. It's taxes. The average person will pay hundreds of thousands, even millions in taxes over their lifetime. But did school teach you a single thing about tax strategy? Did they explain write-offs, deductions, tax-advantaged accounts, or how the wealthy legally pay less in taxes than you do? Nope. They just taught you to accept that taxes get taken out of your paycheck, and that's that. Meanwhile, the wealthy have entire teams helping them minimize their tax burden legally. Here's something wild. The tax code is actually full of incentives for people who invest, start businesses, and build wealth. But if you don't know these rules exist, you'll overpay for decades. Educate yourself on basic tax strategy. Max out retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs. They reduce your taxable income while today building wealth for tomorrow. If you have a side hustle, learn what business expenses you can write off. Understand capital gains tax if you invest in stocks. You don't need to become a tax expert, but you should know enough to have an intelligent conversation with a CPA. And yes, once you're making decent money, hire a tax professional. They'll save you more than they cost. Bottom line, the government gives you a playbook for paying less in taxes. School just never handed it to you. Mistake number 5. More money will solve your problems. Here's the final mistake, and it's the one nobody wants to hear. Most people's money problems aren't income problems, they're behavior problems. You think making 6 figures will fix everything, but statistics show that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes people making over $100,000 a year. How? Because lifestyle inflation is real. School never taught you self-control with money. They never taught you the difference between wants and needs, how to delay gratification, or why keeping up with everyone else is a guaranteed path to being broke. The truth is, if you can't manage $3,000 a month, you won't be able to manage $10,000 a month. You'll just have more expensive problems. Build financial discipline. Now, regardless of your income, create a budget and actually stick to it. Automate your savings and investments so you can't spend that money. Practice delayed gratification. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. Understand that wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. A person making $60,000 who saves and invests $20,000 is wealthier than someone making $150,000 who spends $155,000. Fix your money habits, and then more money actually will solve your problems. So there you have it, 5 money mistakes the school system never prepared you for. But here's the empowering part. Now you know. And knowledge without action is just entertainment. Pick one of these mistakes and commit to fixing it this month. Start building an income stream outside your job. Learn the difference between good and bad debt. Move some savings into investments. Study basic tax strategy. Or get your spending under control. Your financial future isn't determined by what school taught you. It's determined by what you're willing to teach yourself. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're just getting started. Drop a comment below telling me which mistake hit you the hardest. I read every single one. Remember, the best investment you can make is in your own financial education. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, forget what they taught you and start building real wealth.